ever been so angry at one of your siblings that you wanted them to disappear permanently? One summer day, I stepped out of the shower only to hear the phone ringing. With it being the landline, and picked it up, not thinking anything of it. Hello, is this Mr. Haynes? Thinking that it was a telemarketer, I thought I need to be as efficient and cordial as possible. So I came up with my brilliant response. Yes, this is him. Mr. Haynes, did someone from your home just call 911? No, I don't think so. Actually, Mr. Haynes, one of your sons just called 911, and they asked us to take your other son to jail. Is everything okay there, Mr. Haynes? Looking around the house quickly for any blood or broken glass, I let her know, yeah, everything's fine. And I'll talk to my sons about the purpose of such calls. Okay, Mr. Haynes, but I still need to send a police officer out to speak with you because of the call that was made. All right, no problem, I'll talk to my sons. So I quickly scoured the house for where my sons were. Naturally, they weren't in the same place. So I gathered them together, and it wasn't long before I got to the bottom of this heinous crime that had been committed. Nathan, our 7-year-old at the time, had stuck out his tongue at his younger brother Zachary, and Zachary, incensed at this crime, had determined the best people to call were the ones who dealt with emergencies like these. So he called 911 and asked them to take his brother to jail. Seems kind of crazy for a 4-year-old to react with such an extreme reaction, doesn't it? On second thought, maybe it's not so crazy. Maybe we as adults react similarly when we get angry. We just choose a different method. When was the last time that someone made you angry? Maybe it was when you were driving. Maybe it was when you were at the grocery store. Or maybe you went home and you had to clean up somebody else's mess. Or maybe it was something else. The fact is that nobody really makes us angry. This is something that we choose all on our own. Yes, I know that we have unconscious triggers that are based on some judgments that we've made in the past of what's appropriate action for us to take. But no one really makes us angry. In his book, Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg, which is an amazing book, he describes that, or he explains that stimulus in different contexts can create such a different reaction, proving that no one really makes us angry. Let's try this. So I want you to picture yourself driving down a road in nice sunny southern Alberta, here in Lethbridge, in a residential area. And you're nice and relaxed, you've got the radio going, and out in front of you walks a toddler, a 2-year-old. So you have to brake hard to stop. What's your reaction? Now I'd like you to back up about 30 seconds. You're on that same road again in sunny southern Alberta, driving down. In that same spot, a teenager walks out in front of you at the same pace as that toddler. Now what's your reaction? Was it different? When we say that somebody else made us angry, we give up our own power. instead of owning it and evaluating where this situation might take us, or what our goals are, and how we want to show up and what we want to accomplish, we give our power away to that person. In coaching, we call this living at effect, or living as a victim, being a victim of circumstance. Empowering our lives happens when we live at cause, or ownership of our own actions. We take complete ownership of our own actions and decisions and refuse to blame others. And this is where true power exists in our lives. True power to influence our results and actually make the changes that we want, to have the life that we want and that we deserve. We all have incredible capacity to change. Realizing this makes you want to move closer towards living at cause. So I encourage you to take advantage of this precious gift. Encourage it. Nurture it. Ask those around you to support you with it. And watch your life change to be more of what you want. Don't make that call to 911 to take the other person away. Instead, make the call within to better understand yourself. Mr. Toastmaster.